Record. All right.
Oh, do you want to read from that?
Are we on? Have we
We're
started?
on. We are
We're
on.
on?
Yeah.
Have we
All right.
started?
Hey, welcome to Democracy Mao. I'm your host, Wilfred Padua, and I'm here with my co-host, Jeffrey Sheen,
Hello, this is me.
and then
Revolutionary heroism.
and also Garri Fishboat Madeira. Yep, on probation as always. So we just were watching a video on YouTube about Shane Gillis hosting SNL, who I think did a pretty good job with the monologue.
Yeah, the monologue was great.
Great monologue.
Yeah,
That
the
was funny.
podcast we were watching. Who was it? What was the podcast
The
called?
Fung Brothers.
The Fung Brothers. And
I think it's called the Hot Pot Boys. Or
Oh,
something.
okay. And
Yeah.
you did not like them.
Why are you putting this in on me?
You thought they were dumb and you hated what they said. Why is that?
I thought communally we thought that they weren't that good.
No,
Also,
I was there to listen.
Jeff,
Jeff, I'm pretty sure
you're
said-
taking potential food out of my mouth. I got to latch on to someone. I don't have a Jeff Arcuri.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to latch on to these Asian dudes that I
Hey.
don't think are funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe we'll do a collab with the Fung Brothers.
Yeah, we'll do a debate.
Yeah, what do you think
Oh.
about that,
Oh,
Gary?
that'd be fun.
What
That would
you,
be interesting
What would
Yeah.
you say, Gary?
about
The debate is
Fun
happening.
Brothers.
Yeah.
Okay,
Debate
so
is
let's say
happening?
that they go,
Well-
let's say, because I wrote down some of their quotes.
Yeah, Gary, I wanted you to debate this.
So if you ride for Shane Gillis and you're Asian, you got to reconsider some things. So he says that to you.
He says that to me.
Yeah. Do you ride for Shane Gillis, Gary?
I don't ride for Shane Gill. I do like his comedy. I just think he already apologized. He's already, done his thing. But like, if I don't,
think he did apologize.
well, he was on Andrew Yang's podcast.
Yeah, he did.
They
He even
discussed
said it on their podcast.
I
he
don't
did
think
some
he-
on some other platforms.
But he
Yeah.
never made an official apology, which I respected.
Yeah.
Because I don't think first of all, no apologies for any cancellation are accepted by everyone.
Okay,
There's
you're
gonna
saying
be-
the apology
yeah.
doesn't matter.
So at some point people are gonna be like, oh, this one's real force, like,
Yeah.
and then so there's that. But also, I think that most of the apologies are just press releases. You got a
Mhm.
PR company saying you gotta put this out, and so it doesn't mean anything to me because, like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's sincere.
True. And at the same time, do you think society even today accepts apologies?
No.
You know?
But
Not at that level.
I also I'm a comedian before I'm Asian, and I think that Shane
Are you?
Gillis, yeah, I think so.
I always think of you the other way around. No, you know what? Wilfred, I apologize.
Did you tell him to apologize?
I told him to apologize. He's gonna put out a press release tomorrow.
Yeah. Do you accept my apology?
We got to bring Peter Wong back.
Go on. You were saying.
But so this video from the Fung Brothers
yeah.
started because the MANAA, which is the Media Action Network for Asian Americans, demanded that Shane put out an apology before he hosts SNL, and that never happened. But so I looked
he
up
didn't listen to the MA.
So the
Manana.
So the Manana, I looked up some stuff about him. I went to their website.
Uh-huh.
The main thing that they were trying to do is get an apology from. Did you guys watch Licorice Pizza?
Yeah.
No.
Oh no, I only saw clips. Wait, I thought I did. No,
There's a character in. God, you guys are too dumb for me to talk.
that's
to.
the Haim sisters, right?
Huh?
The Haim.
Licorice Pizza?
Yeah, one of the
Yeah.
Haim sisters.
Haim. Oh, my
Or-
bad.
It's like an
Haim,
older woman and a young boy, right?
Yeah, but
It seems weird.
there's a white dude who only marries Japanese women.
In the movie?
In the movie, he's so funny, and every time he talks to his Japanese wife, he puts on an offensive accent.
That's funny.
But he translate. It's like he's translating to her, but he says it in the accent. I think it's so funny, and it's like so aware of the racism.
Yeah.
'Cause
It's aware of the bit it's doing.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
that guy is racist, not like the whole movie. It's not the whole movie going like, oh yeah, this dumb Asian girl.
Right.
Because she was, both of the wives were smart and were, like also rolling their eyes at him. Like
It's funny that he's doing this.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So this organization was asking for an apology for the racism on that.
They want an apology for like a deep bit.
Yeah. They
What else?
And then they want the apology from Shane Gillis. Some of the things that were mentioned, he said, if you think the advocacy group shouldn't be doing this, you have never been an Asian that has fought for Asian empowerment.
What do you think of that, Gary?
Wait, read it again?
Yeah.
You're not in.
If
I want to
you
hear
think
Gary
that-
debate this.
Well, Gary's fucking high out of his
That's
mind.
why I want to hear it.
I'm a little.
We gotta. Here's the thing: we cannot use Gary today.
That's why I want to
I'm
put more of
here.
this on Gary.
I should just smoke my vape. I have it on me right now.
Cannot use Gary that
Well,
much.
Read it
okay?
again. Let Gary take it in.
If you think that the advocacy group shouldn't be doing this, you have never been an Asian that has fought for Asian empowerment.
Ooh, what do you think of that, Gary? As an Asian man who's high in his mid-40s, what's your opinion?
I don't know. I do know. I think whatever. Wow, I am so.
So fucking stupid.
I am so fucking stupid right now.
No,
Have
I
you-
love it.
Have you ever fought for? Do you feel like you've ever fought for Asian empowerment in any way?
Yes, I have.
How so?
I've done some protesting in. I think was it college?
Who cares?
No, I do.
You know what
Tell
protesting
me.
means? I just joined the student group. The
You saw
Filipino-
people walking, and you're
I
like,
saw people
I
walking.
gotta go that way anyways.
Yeah, so I just got to get to class. So I just ended up in this protest.
Oh, no. You joined a student group?
Yeah.
What was it like? Tell me.
What
Take
were they
me there.
protesting?
Yeah.
Well, it was just the Philippine American Student Society.
And what were they protesting?
They weren't protesting shit. I just
What'd the society do?
we got together every week.
Smoke ganja?
No, we
Yeah,
just sort of-
clearly.
it was in a dorm, so we couldn't do that.
Okay.
But at the house parties, yeah, there's definitely some weed smoking going
And what
on.
was some of the activities? What was some of the any movements or events?
No, it was usually around Filipino American History Month, which is October.
Mm-hmm.
We just,
So you didn't
Get
really do
together.
anything.
Yeah.
no, I didn't really
Here's
do
my
any
thought
protesting.
with this. Like, first of all, I do think that as an individual, am an advocate for Asian men, but I do that on an individual level. I don't feel like I need to meet up with a bunch of Filipinos to do that.
Right.
Not to judge you, but you didn't accomplish anything.
Yeah.
But
Wait, you
I
do it on
also-
an individual level?
Yeah, because I
What do
think
you
I do it as a comedian. I do it. I'm a public figure.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're talking about
probably.
you going on stage. You
Me
are
going on stage and the way that
immediately-
I portray myself as a person, I think it is a person that puts Asians in at least a different light. Maybe not positive.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
it's definitely
different light. Yeah.
Yeah. You're up there talking about your little penis all the time.
I do not even talk about my little penis. I say it's medium.
Yeah.
And the Fung brothers also said Asians don't know these guys don't. If you're with Shane Gillis, you don't know what it's like to fight for other Asians. And I don't know. I just think that when you're complaining about a joke, it just shows so much more ignorance in your mind. To you. Let me back up. The MANAA
Mm-hmm.
are complaining about a joke that is a joke about racism, not the movie being racist. And I'm
Right.
talking about in terms of Licorice Pizza.
Laughing at the absurdity of racism.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it just makes Asians look worse.
It always kind of comes off whiny to me.
It comes off whiny. It makes us look dumb and incoherent in terms of having a sense of humor. And it just divides people more.
You think so? I mean, as a white looking in, it's softening you up in my eyes.
Oh, really?
Yep.
We're soft now.
Yeah, I was like, Asian people are soft now. And I made that blanket statement.
We should
Okay.
really-
Well, you only sent me one link, by the way.
Did I? No, there's more. And they're on the Democracy Now thing,
What, the links?
the group message.
So that's
Oh,
your
okay,
that's
I
your
see now.
takeaway. You think it makes you look all? I mean, nobody even really knew what mana is.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know.
I never heard of it.
I've never.
So
heard
it's
of
really
it.
just like one Japanese dude.
Yeah,
and
it could be. Like, it could be, like, honestly, 10 people.
Honestly, look at this about page. Like, it's not even that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks.
Like, I've never even. Do you have anything that can find out if it's actually, like, a large group?
So there's one guy. No, well, I looked into it. It's all volunteer. No one's really making money off it, except for maybe the founder, his name's Guy Aoki.
Okay.
There's a little bit of a.
I don't know if he's related to Steve Aoki.
There's a little bit
Similar.
of a bio,
Not?
and in his bio, it's so dumb. In 2001, Aoki debated Sarah Silverman on Bill Maher's politically incorrect over a racial slur she used in a joke on Conan O'Brien's late night talk show. In 2021, so that's in 2001. In 2021, he didn't do anything in 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
In 2021, he got Jay Leno to apologize for his habit of making jokes about Koreans and Chinese eating dogs or cats.
Oh,
Like,
I
you're
saw
so.
I mean, that one I can kind of get behind, though. Because I feel like that, like, coming from Jay Leno, a late night guy, those jokes are never smart enough to be like the licorice pizza bit is a hilarious look at the absurdity of racism.
Yeah.
I bet those Jay Leno jokes were very just flat out, oh, you know, they're frying up dogs.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And for him to
lowbrow.
be like, stop doing that was probably right.
Well, it's probably. I mean, I doubt that the jokes were funny.
Right. I bet they were shitty, hacky.
And that's my only complaint, probably.
It's the hack. Yeah,
Yeah.
if it's also, if it's racist and hacky, then take it. Yeah, go after it.
Yeah.
But if there's racism in there and it's clever and it's making fun of the absurdity of,
Yeah.
I think let it go. But this guy seems to be fighting everything.
He just fights anytime like Asians are brought up and people are laughing at the same time.
Yeah. If it was up to him, he might be in the camp of if you're not part of the group, you cannot even talk about them.
Yeah.
And I know there are those people.
There's a lot of those people. I would assume that the Fung brothers are those people.
Yeah, they probably would be those people.
Yeah.
Which is, I think that's a philosophy on something I don't agree with. I don't know if you guys.
No, I wish that I could say a lot of the jokes that I wrote, but I can't because they're about other groups, and so I just don't do them.
You have jokes about other groups that you don't do.
That I have written that I don't do. Because they always, I mean, you guys know how I do stand-up. I don't try to make myself look good.
Right.
So when I am talking about another group, it sounds racist. And if you're just listening to the words, but if you're listening to the fact that it's a joke, then it's not racist.
I think you're fine.
Yeah.
I've taken some swings.
Who'd you swing at?
What did I tried I tried telling that story. There was in my old neighborhood over in Oceanside in Bed-Stuy. When there was that woman smoking crack on our stoop, and then that we had to our neighbor, we lived below this old black woman, and she's like, this woman keeps smoking crack on her stoop. I've kicked her off multiple times. You guys need to too. The whole building. We need to get behind this because if we let her smoke crack here, these people don't go away and they will take over your stoop.
Yeah.
And I had actually passed this woman 2 or 3 times. It's like, I don't like confrontation, you know.
Was she a white lady, the crack smoker?
No, she's a black woman, black neighborhood.
Yeah. Okay.
So when I remember, and then we get out finally. Me and the girlfriend at the time, name will not be said. We walk out to white couple, black neighborhood,
old spot face.
Yeah. And then there's a black woman on the stoop, and then we're like, okay. We looked at each other like, she told us we have to do this, and then we're like, you gotta go, and we're just kicking this woman off, and she's like, you can't. We're like, you gotta leave, and then people.
That's not a good look. That's not a good look.
This is also peak BLM marching time. This was right, and we were like, oh no, but we were told, and we can't tell it to everybody. We got the okay from Miss D said we should do this, you know. But it was just a bad look. But I've done that. I've tried that on stage, and it has worked half of the time.
Yeah.
And other half people are
That's
just
my stuff would work half the time, and I'm like, it's not worth. I can't refine it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel like I can refine it in a way that's going to take away, or that won't take away from the laughs.
Right.
So
I think the move is, here's the move, all right? This is what we should be doing. You do it, right? And then once we get it that works, like a large chunk of laughter, have it filmed, subtitled, reels, then drop
Then
it.
never say it again.
Just put it out there.
Exactly.
Yeah, just get it out and then let it go.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I thought Shane, I've always been whenever I see Shane, I make sure that I let him know, like, I'm supportive and everything, and I'm one of the good ones.
Oh, yeah. He does do that, Garri. I've seen him.
Yeah.
Wilfred's kissed Shane's hand before.
I kissed the ring.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah. He
God.
said,
Yeah.
please forgive my
He just
people.
wants more spots. That's what he wants. He just wants Shane to take him on the road.
I want-
Look, he's with me. I'm okay.
I'd be
okay.
I
would be
was totally like, I wouldn't do that for Tony Hinchcliffe.
No,
Like
yeah.
when he like the whole thing with Peng Dang happened.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do what Hans Kim did, but I would do it for Shane because I actually think Shane is funny, and what he was doing was like it was.
What was the bit?
It was like on his podcast, and he was talking about Chinatown, and
I feel like, wasn't it when it was like he was talking about Chinatown back in the day or something?
yeah.
And it was like somebody that lived there, and he was like, and they're probably just like, and then he said it as that
What'd he say?
character. I mean, I gotta have to really play the character. I'm not no actor, I'm not a great
You're
actor.
absolutely not an actor.
It's not my bit.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, there's that, and it is what it is. I don't care.
Wilfred's behind it. He doesn't care.
I don't.
Garri, same.
Same.
You know what I don't?
Or
I care
against.
more about
Uh-huh.
is how those guys are like the leading Asian like commentators on YouTube, and that makes me more upset
Oh, you don't like them speaking for?
for Asians.
I mean, yeah. This is what I mean. Yay! Welcome to being a white guy in Joe Rogan's America.
Yeah.
Oh,
That man speaks for us.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah. How did he know that that's what I felt about
Yeah, every day.
chokeholds?
I put in my earbuds, put on Joe to go, oh man, he's talking what I'd be thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think that it's important to get different voices out, and I think that is a part of like what this is, this podcast. Garri, you fucking suck today.
No,
I do,
he's
no,
all
dude.
stoned. Leave him
I'm
alone.
so stoned,
Yeah.
man.
Garri, it's okay.
I didn't realize it. I thought it was like a casual, like just a couple hits, but it's stronger.
He was
Really?
loosening up.
Yeah.
Do you want some
wanna join me?
tequila? Go get some tequila.
No, don't get him
wants,
tequila.
No one wants to be on your brainwaves.
No.
I like it.
Okay.
It's too
So
chill.
let's see. Garri, you sent me some stuff
There was some weird
from
yeah.
the Reddit.
Yeah.
Here's one. It's what is this? Which Reddit is this one? Oh, Asian masculinity. I'll tell you why most non-cucked Asian men have a problem with white men, Asian female.
Wait, hold on. Non-cucked Asian men. So dudes that don't get cucked
Uh-huh.
Have
That
a
are
problem.
Asian.
that are Asian.
They here's why those cool Asian dudes
Those cool Asian dudes that
have a
aren't.
problem with white men,
Dating.
Asian female.
They have a problem with it,
Yes.
white men, Asian female.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So that was just the title.
Well, I don't even like. Why include the non-cucked part?
Because I think they want to make sure that like even the cool guys feel this way, which I don't feel. I don't want him to talk on my behalf.
But
let's-
like, how many cucked Asian men are there, to where it needs to be
let's
include
not
included in the headline?
Let's not get into the numbers. Okay. Let's just not get into the numbers.
It's hundreds of millions.
There's a lot of us. Okay, so here's the body of the post. I see time and time again Asian men getting gaslit into thinking that they are just insecure for being upset with this phenomenon. Brothers, if if you're ever in doubt or if you need to know why it's a problem, here.
Here we go.
And then first bullet point, there are literal 3 hours to 5 hours compilations on YouTube of Asian females putting down Asian men while worshiping white men.
Really?
I
What,
guess
could you
so.
send these to me?
I know you're gonna fucking just
Garri, put a wig on. Jerk me off.
I'm not that high. I'm not that.
Let's get
Whoa.
that tequila going.
Yeah. Get Garri some tequila and a wig.
This is gonna be the best.
These
podcast.
videos are uploaded by supposed Asians, which names with names such as Based Rice Man or something like that.
Based Rice Man.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I know, that's kind of what a good fucking podcast name
Yeah,
that would have been.
that's a good name.
All right. Point number 2. There are multiple not safe for work subreddits with 100,000 to 600,000 members that features exclusively white male, Asian female.
Oh, okay.
Most of these also involve race play, where they humiliate not just an Asian man, but also the Asian female. It doesn't stop the Asian female from participating, though. I mean, you got to get your paycheck.
Yeah.
What do you mean it doesn't stop her from participating? She's there. She was hired. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Are these supposed to be like home videos or like surprise?
I don't
or
know. Aren't
pornos?
you on these Reddits?
Am I? No, I need to know what these are.
Oh, really?
Wilfred, after this podcast, you wanna come over to my apartment and watch me bang Chelsea?
You wanna watch me bang Chelsea and cry? Could you cry in the background while this happens?
I'll be throwing lit cigarettes at you the whole time.
What's going on?
And I'm just looking at your dogs with a fork and knife,
You got
licking my lips.
right around your neck. Sorry, Will. You're a good friend. This is the only way I could get there.
Yeah.
Lucy, let me get a taste of that. All right. Point 3, this is the last of the points. There's some more stuff after, but point 3, white men colonized, pillaged, and waged war against almost every single major Asian nation in the past 100 years.
Oh, I mean, yeah, everywhere.
Yeah. Now they're bringing their sweaty, disgusting old men
The hell?
to SEA. Oh, to see, like, Thailand?
Southeast Asia.
Southeast
Southeast
There we
Asia.
go. Yeah.
Like
Even I knew that one.
Here you go. The brain's back.
The brain.
He's hyper focused on acronyms.
So they're bringing this to Southeast Asia, like Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines, because they can't get a woman in their own country. To be fair, logically, the only chance for them to get laid is to find white-worshipping Asian females who will do anything to be away from their men.
Oh, well, I feel like a lot of that is also money.
What do you mean?
When they go to Southeast Asia, these old white dudes,
Oh, yeah.
they're just hiring prostitutes.
There's also the message that is given to a lot of Asians in Asia that life is better in America.
Oh,
it's-
So
yeah.
this is a route to getting a life in
yeah,
America.
yeah. All the 90-day fiancés.
Yeah.
The mail
Yeah.
order brides. That's basically what that show is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
An
It's
interesting-
just like white men are golden tickets.
Yeah.
You
He
know?
says that I
Come
celebrate
find me.
black men, Asian female, and X-men, Asian female, so any other men or whatever else, but white men, Asian female is a sign of historic and significant humiliation of the Asian population in general.
Oh. Well, I mean, there was that big, what was it? Like back in the early Americas, the demasculinization of Asian men,
Yeah.
where they were only allowed to work
On the
at
railroads.
feminine jobs in
Yeah.
the railroads.
I had to work as a maid for the first 10 years of my life.
Really?
Yeah,
What was that like?
I was like a little French maid.
Yeah?
Yeah.
W-
Short skirt and
Oh,
everything.
oh my God.
My wrist, I got carpal tunnel from dusting.
Oh, this was in Seattle?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's probably still around, maybe too.
What the
Demasculine. I don't know what
Emas-
it's.
There's some of it.
You think? I bet there's some of that left over.
I think
Yeah.
it still exists.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I think when I have talked about Asian dating, it still is around, but I think it also is more around. I think we were kind of the last generation of it.
Right.
Like now, if you're in your 20s, being a man is kind of gross. You know, you gotta if you're
How so?
you gotta be like a
We're all
Bushwick,
old men.
non-binary, whatever. You know,
Oh, here we go.
and
this is where he takes his Rogan turn.
yeah, sorry, let me
Yeah.
let me get myself together. No, but and there's also like a lot of like K-pop is big. So
K-pop's
yeah.
huge.
but I think that's a different. We are the last generation before K-pop got big. So our
Right,
generation, like of Asian men, still had to go through feeling emasculated.
Yeah, and you think this new one they're fine. They're 100% good.
They're better.
They
They're
have better
better.
representation in public for sure. Like they're put like being Asian's cool now for them.
Yeah.
Like we grew up in a time where we weren't as cool, but like
Well, no, your friends called you Fish Boat.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
that
fish
wasn't-
face.
Fish,
Yeah, Fish Face.
not fish face, fish
Yeah.
boat, man. Get it right.
Didn't they call you Import too?
Yeah, one of them called. Yeah, that
One-
one was weird. That one because it was also from like a guy who had. Oh, I'm specifically referencing someone now. Anyways, he had like Asian adopted like brother and sister, and he said, "Hey man, I called my brother and sister Import one day." I was like, "Yeah, you really should." It's funny when it's us, like we're tagging each other, but not with your brother
It's
and
kind
sister.
of funnier when he does it.
Yeah.
It's kind of. I mean, it's like more wrong, but that's
Yeah,
why it's
funnier. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, he had adopted siblings.
Yeah, and it was just like, dude.
Well, he probably felt rejected by his own parents.
Yeah.
And, he took it out on you.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's get to.
I did not think about that.
Let's get to my topic that I wanted to talk about
Sweet.
because I feel like this is going to take the rest of the pod.
Oh.
Yeah. I got a big one.
Really?
Don't fucking look at my screen. What
No,
are
I'm
you
looking-
even? What are you even doing with
was
that?
the
He's
one that
looking
you
at
were-
stuff. Leave
I
Gary
was just
alone.
looking at the time.
Yeah.
I was looking at your screen.
What's on
Gary's
your
got
screen?
no idea how long he's been sitting down.
Yeah,
Oh, it's the same.
it was the same thing, man.
Okay.
All right. I'm
Stay
focused.
focused.
I'm
Stay
focused.
focused.
Gary, we've been doing this for 4 hours.
This is, all right,
So
let me drink some coffee.
we're gonna talk about Issei Sagawa.
Okay.
He's a Japanese man who was a cannibal, necrophiliac, and murderer.
Whoa, I hope not in that order. Pretty good.
That was.
Yeah, I chose this for you, Jeff, because I figured you'd like some nice creepy sex stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
So Issei Sagawa,
He's Japanese?
yeah,
We're at in Japan.
Kobe.
Where's Kobe? South or north?
I couldn't tell you.
All right.
Because
I would know. I've been there once.
born April 26, 1949. And every podcast was like, because you know how like all murder mystery podcasts are girls
Uh-huh.
hosting them? So every podcast was like, oh, he's a Taurus. I don't know what that means. But
Oh,
anyways,
his sign, he was a Taurus?
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My dad's a Taurus.
Maybe your dad fucking eats people.
He might.
Um,
and then
In the
bangs
woods.
them. I guess that would be the poop that he made.
what?
If you eat somebody and then bang them, you would be eating your own. You'd be banging your own crap. Because you're.
Oh.
You see what
No,
I'm
you're
saying?
banging the food. Oh, if you eat the whole body.
If you eat them first and then you're a necrophiliac, you eat them, poop them out, and then sleep with your poop.
Yes.
Oh.
I figured that like you can't eat a whole person in one sitting.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're hungry enough,
Well, okay, well
I don't think
let's
that's
get through
possible.
this.
what?
Um
Freaking Gary out.
Issei Sagawa was born prematurely and with this kind of sickness that made him tiny. Like he was born and he was small enough to fit in his dad's hand.
Oh, he's a little teacup baby.
Yeah. And
Like one of those poodles.
there's a Vice documentary about him that came out in 2011.
Oh, okay.
And he talked about like the first time that he had the idea of cannibalism.
Was he nibbling on his dad's finger?
No. This is also funny though.
Pretty fun.
So he was talked about playing this game where his uncle was a boy-eating monster, and Issei was like thought that was the first moment that he was like really excited about the idea of cannibalism, because his uncle would like it was like fun and exciting that his uncle might catch him. So we're just planting some seeds for right now, so don't think too hard.
Okay, so his uncle's like, I'm a boy-eating monster. And he was like, boys.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Also,
You know Dahmer, when he ate people, you know what it's like the shiny things. That's why the guts look attractive to them.
oh
Oh,
really?
you're saying cannibalists like the shininess.
They like the
of
shininess. That's why it's all, their wires are all
But
crossed
was-
and weird.
He wasn't like sexually attracted to eating people, right?
There's some, I think it was like a little bit eating, a little sexy,
This was a lot of boners with eating.
See, I bet this is probably the same type of deal. It's the shine. They like the shine of the
Well,
guts.
we'll get to it. I think it's more that like he wanted to. It was the thing that he couldn't attain.
Oh, you always want what you can't have.
So in first grade, this was the first time he got rock hard.
Wilfred. Yeah, what the hell? It's
In
first
first
grader.
This is a fucking cannibal murder, asshole.
All right, it's true.
We can pedophile this kid.
All right.
All right.
First grade boner. I was like in 8th grade for mine.
Really? I was getting boners way before.
Really?
4th grade.
4th grade?
4th grade.
Jeez Louise.
I was born hard.
I was a little late bloomer.
So he got hard off of from looking at this boy that he was in his class.
Okay.
The boy had shorts on, and his like shorts had crept up, and he looked at the boy's thighs. And he's
Creamy
like, I
thighs.
want to eat those thighs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's. I wonder if it has something to do with the
Shininess?
shininess and the cuteness aggression too. Like when you have that urge to bite fat, cute things.
Oh.
I don't know, man. You're jumping to conclusions so fast.
I've done a lot of research.
So another thing was that he beat off all the time. He was
Oh,
beating off in the
gee.
bathroom
In
and
first grade?
in the school bathroom. Well, this is like middle school, so I guess everyone was beating off all the time in middle school. But his was like in the school bathroom. He'd beat off in the bushes on his way home.
Oh yeah.
He beat off at the grocery store.
The bushes really surprised Garri. The
Walking home.
bushes. Oh Jesus.
Man.
Those
Oh.
poor bushes.
Oh, not the bushes. That's where I go and look at women.
Wait, so when I'm snooping, I'm in cum?
Yeah, I might be stepping in little boy cum.
Who got here first?
I'm trying to peep on these women. Garri. Can't believe you said all that.
I thought all of it. As you were saying it. It was all of it.
So when Issei grows up, his at full length
Maturity.
he's 4'9" and 85 pounds.
That's
Oh,
a
he's
small
he
dude.
stayed
He's a
small.
tiny guy. Goes to college. He becomes he's an English major.
Okay.
So one day he sees this tall German woman walking around Tokyo, and he's feeling all riled up in his pants.
What year is this?
I'm
trying
gonna say
I'm trying to see if this is the axes of evil.
it's in the 70s.
Oh, okay, so we're after.
Yeah. So he sees this German woman walking around. He's thinking, how do I get a piece of that ass? Like literally,
Yeah,
because he wanted to bite her ass.
Oh, this guy, he's a biter guy.
Yeah. So he follows her home,
Sure.
and he waits until she falls asleep, and then he creeps in through the window, and in his mind, he's like, I don't want to kill her. I just want to take a bite out of her ass. So he creeps in, goes in. He finds the lady sleeping on the covers. It's the summer.
Oh yeah.
She's sleeping on the covers,
Nude?
completely naked.
Oh my God.
This
She's
guy-
asking for it.
Yeah. This guy
This
is
is what you get,
like-
lady.
He's licking his lips so
yeah.
hard.
Don't sleep naked in your own home.
So he's all horned up and is like, this fucking rules. I love this. And he sees an umbrella across the room in the corner, and he's like, okay, I'm going to use the umbrella to knock her out. So he goes over to the umbrella, and as on his way over there, he like brushes her arm,
Uh-huh.
and she wakes up screaming.
Oh yeah. There's a 4'9" guy in your house.
Yeah. Also, she was like,
She's probably like,
at the
he's so
umbrella.
short, gross.
yeah.
Ick. Yeah. Ick. He's not even 5 feet tall.
So he goes. She wakes up
Uh-huh.
and she just body slams him
Nice.
because she's like 5'8" or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
She body slams
Hell
him.
yeah.
She holds him down and then calls the cops.
Nice.
And then the cops come and they're like, "All right, we're arresting you for attempted rape." And Issei's like, "Yeah, just a rape." Yeah, it was rape. I was trying to rape.
Not
Not,
the only thing I
yeah.
was planning on doing tonight.
So he got arrested for attempted rape in Japan in the 70s.
yeah.
So what, did he get a ticket?
So his
Huh?
dad was
Huh?
super wealthy, and so his dad just paid off the German woman. They settled with the German woman, and I think he paid off the
Cops.
authorities too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so he paid her off, and then she was like, fine, I'll drop it.
Yeah.
Freaking Germans. Always causing problems.
So after this like botched attempt at eating a woman, he's always said that his desire to eat someone grew even stronger. So he spent the next few years like
Yeah, that makes sense. You ever go to a restaurant?
once you eat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
can I get the number 8? And they're like, we're out. We're like, oh no, I need it.
Yeah.
You know.
So he spends the next few years. His dad was just like, I've got this like loser attempted rapist son, just bumming around at home. So he is like, I'm just gonna send him out on like trips on holidays, and so he goes to Europe, and a number of times. One of the times he meets this guy who's a butcher.
Wait, his son tried to rape a German woman, and his dad goes, I'll send him to Europe.
Well, so
For what? For like business purposes? Or?
so he tried to no business because
Just to get rid of him.
He just had nothing going on in his life.
Yeah, but he sends him to like where all the German women are.
Well, he was like, I'm gonna send him out, and then but Issei was like, let me go to Europe.
Yeah,
and he kept
yeah.
on asking to go to Europe. So where am I at?
Butcher.
Oh yeah, he meets the butcher, and he is like, oh fuck, I've always wanted to be a butcher. Let me hear some things. And so the butcher's like explaining like the best cuts of meat, like how to chop up a pig and all this shit.
Oh, he's doing research.
He's reconning.
I think Dahmer worked at a butcher shop.
And also him and the butcher like stayed pen pals.
Even after he
Well,
did the crimes and got caught?
they stayed pen pals for a while.
Oh, okay.
And
You
then
just write him like sexy letters. Describe the cuts of meat. Oh, you should have seen this prime rib.
so he goes to France to get his PhD in writing. He was like a very smart guy. Like apparently people that have like cannibalistic urges usually can't figure out how to operate in the world because they just take over. But
They're usually very smart.
no, they usually can't figure this out. But
Wait, what do you mean?
like they wouldn't be able to study and get a PhD.
Oh, cannibal people can't?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say cannibal people are usually very smart.
No.
Never mind.
Well, he didn't.
I'm not a cannibal.
He didn't get the PhD, just to let you know. But so he spent time in France, and he. I want to make sure that
Yeah, tell me about his trip to France. Did he fall in love?
there was this one moment where his favorite actress, Jean Seberg, she was in Breathless. Have you ever seen that movie?
No, just making a breath noise.
Jean
Thanks,
Seberg
Garri.
was his favorite actress, and this is while he's in France. Just blocks away, her dead body was found in a car, and she was found naked in the car, and he was like, "Fuck, that was my chance. That was like the best chance in the world." Because in his mind, he's like, "I don't want to have to kill anyone. I just want to eat the dead body."
Oh.
So he's like, "That would have been that would have ruled."
Was she murdered?
She actually killed herself.
Oh, she killed herself.
Yeah.
Naked in a car?
I don't know if the naked thing is true because I later looked up how she died. She killed herself. There's a whole thing with the FBI that was involved. So it's
But this is in France. Why is the FBI involved?
Huh. That's the question.
she's an
Garri.
American actress.
Oh.
The FBI was like tormenting her because she was like
Communism?
an activist of some sort. I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't really. The story's not about her.
It's not about her.
Okay, but still, she got naked and killed herself.
She got naked, killed herself, and he was like, I could have eaten that. But he spends the next few years like trying to kill a prostitute. So he would get a prostitute.
The same one?
Trying to
He
kill
couldn't get her.
any prostitute.
What is funny?
We're going to cut that out.
Does he just become like focused on like one individual? Like
No,
is it always
no.
like a white woman? It's
It is always a white woman that he's
Okay.
obsessed with.
Well, that's effed up.
yeah. That is cannibalism isn't inclusive. There's
Yeah, what the heck?
So, but it's always a white woman, and it's so he has these prostitutes. What he does is he hires them, and then he is like, I'm gonna kill her, and then I'm gonna eat her a lot, and then
Alive?
dead. He's
Oh.
gonna kill her first.
Oh, okay, you
He's a
started saying
gentleman.
alive.
I know I did, and then I was like, that's not what the sentence is.
Yeah. But I heard it and grasped onto it. Not getting by me.
But the thing is, he couldn't bring himself to do it every time he brought the prostitute back.
He didn't want to do it.
Yeah, he didn't want to do it.
That's good. You don't want to kill.
But later,
He does want to eat. He doesn't want to kill, but he wants to.
Yeah.
eat.
Right. He should have just made a bunch of traps around his apartment. You know?
Bunch of booby traps.
Yeah. Whoops, she fell down the elevator shaft. Nom, 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 nom. You know?
so later he meets another German woman named Renee. I forget what her last name is.
Likes the
Here,
Germans.
you're gonna like this. She was 5'10" with a thick booty.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That
Why
sounds
would
good.
Garri like this?
because I'm gonna be releasing a clip this week about it.
Oh.
Garri was talking about how he likes a thick ass.
Garri.
Yes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's it's because I have no ass.
Yeah, you have
I
no
have
ass.
no
Yeah,
ass.
this
It
was-
is hilarious.
This is exactly what the clip was. So let's
Okay.
let's not relive an.
No, let's redo it. Then we'll post this clip, and then every podcast will relive the same moment. That'll always be the clip.
Yeah.
They'll be like, "This is the same clip. They always have different clothes on."
So the thing was, he just wanted to eat a butt. Like he really wanted to eat a butt.
Okay.
She's 5'10", juicy booty. The two of them become real good friends. They meet at a lecture. She's a French literature PhD student.
Oh, okay.
He's an English literature PhD student. They're both very smart. And Issei, he's in love with this girl.
Mm-hmm.
She's 5'10", he's 4'9". What a goofy couple.
That's fun. I like that. That's cute.
Yeah, they'd be like the bad guys on Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Oh yeah, Natasha
Oh,
and Boris.
Boris,
Yeah. I like that.
So he wanted to eat. He said he wanted to eat her because he saw her as a healthy and beautiful person, and those are two things that he was not. And he thought that if he ate her, he could absorb her energy and essence.
Oh.
He thought eating someone was like Highlander.
Yeah. Like what's the
Self-improvement?
New Zealand tribes did that? Who did that?
The Maoris?
Was it them?
I
You eat
don't-
your enemies and you gain their power.
know of it. I that's the only tribe that I think that I know of is from New Zealand.
I'm pulling this out of my ass, but
Yeah,
there was
as
a
am
tribe,
I.
and it's somewhere in that region.
I feel like that's common though. Like I feel like I've heard that about like I don't know the Incans or something.
Maybe them
You
eating
eat
your
their
enemy.
heart. Yeah, you eat their heart and you become stronger.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you bomb after I go up on stage, I
Yeah.
try to take a bite out of you.
You just,
I go, you were defeated.
yeah. And you get stronger.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I get one joke.
That might work. That might work though.
One thing that he said was he thinks he would have just been satisfied if she just let him have a cup of her piss or like
Oh, nice.
clippings of her pubes.
Oh, sick.
Oh.
And he would have drank the piss and chomped on the pubes.
Hey, don't we all?
Oh.
And
Gary, give me some piss and pubes. After
he's like,
this.
that would have
Will
been
do.
enough for me. If we
Okay.
had just done that.
Dude, that's a
But
weird trade-off.
he could never bring himself to ask her for that.
Too embarrassed.
Yeah.
See, this is why we got to stop
Yeah.
kink shaming.
Yeah.
They'll kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get this guy on field.
Yeah. They'll kill you and eat your body.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh man.
So one day he invites her over for dinner and is like, I need help translating a poem from German to English.
Mm-hmm.
And in his mind he's like, I'm gonna kill her. She comes over and she's reading a poem, and he had a rifle stashed away in his apartment, and he went to shoot her, but the gun was jammed. So, and then she turns around, and he puts the rifle behind his back, and he pretends like nothing's going on. She ends up going home, and after she left, he was sniffing and licking her seat, the seat that she was sitting in.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
who hasn't?
I mean, that's what I do when you guys leave.
Yeah.
Um,
You should see me on a subway train.
Yeah.
I sleep with these cushions after you guys leave.
For real?
Yeah, just hug them.
Oh, nice, dude. I bet they smell.
I hug and
Yeah.
sniff.
Yeah. I've been forcing farts into them for you.
Yeah. I love that.
Mm-hmm. I do it for you.
Yeah, man. He was farting earlier today.
Who?
Me.
You were farting?
Yeah, I think that fucking spaghetti sauce didn't.
Oh, yeah. What'd you do? You drank marinara sauce?
Yeah, what the hell?
What was that?
You know that there's in tomatoes, there's a lot of carbs.
Are there?
Yes.
That's just a vegetable, though, isn't it?
It's
Or
a fruit.
It's a fruit. Whatever. That debate. And I was just like,
That debate, it is a fruit.
what I don't. It's a debate. I don't believe that. I've heard it before. I'm like, I don't know what anyone's talking about. Anyways, I think the marinara sauce caused me to.
So
fart.
you just drank.
You drank marinara sauce out
Well,
of a jar?
that's- The jar?
yeah. Well, then I got bread because I was like, this is disgusting. But
Yeah.
yeah. But at one point, when I first cracked it open, I like chugged it.
Oh, Garri, why?
I don't know. I was just in the mood for marinara sauce, and I didn't want to cook a box of spaghetti or something. And it was just
There's spaghetti that is. There's some that I get. I forget what it's. Chickpea pasta.
okay.
It's got high in fiber, high in protein.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So it's not that okay. Sorry.
they're alternatives.
Do you think somebody saw you through the window and just saw an Asian man chugging a jar of red?
They could have.
Oh no,
yeah.
the Japanese are eating people again.
That guy's a cannibal. He's drinking blood out of a jar that he keeps it in. Oh my god.
Garri in his blood jars.
Yeah. So he's just sniffing her chair, right?
Sure, he's sniffing at it.
And after this, he's
going
like,
to
I
town.
really need to eat the hell out of this lady. And he promised to himself that he would go through with it.
Dude, he's
Oh.
bad at killing.
Yeah, He's not good at any of this process.
yeah, dude.
June 11th, 1981.
Oh, okay.
He
Whose birthday is that?
I don't know. No one
No.
that I know.
Oh, all right.
He invites her
Thought I'd
over, and he said that the recording of the he needs to record her doing this translation, so that way it's the same poem. He doesn't even change the poem.
It's
He's
like, hey, I need to record you again with this
Yeah.
gun in your mouth. Would you mind?
They sit down, and he makes her tea, and he puts whiskey in her tea, and he gets her all loose and whatever. So he waits until she's a little trashed,
Mm-hmm.
and then he confesses his love to her.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is.
And she's like, he was like, I wanna go into the bed
Oh, yeah.
and fucking knock all those bolts loose. And then she's like, I don't want to.
He wants to tear the bed up.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want. She's like, I don't want to do anything with you.
Oh.
We're just buds.
Oh, okay.
He was not an attractive guy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. She's like, you're gross. You don't have any riz. All that stuff.
He's short and ugly.
Which, by the way, you guys, that just reminded me of. I started watching the TV show Warriors.
Oh, it's popped up in my feed, but I haven't.
It's not good.
Okay.
Well, it's like they are insecure about this story because they try to make them talk all cool, and they all talk like it's today. This happens in 1860 or whatever,
Okay.
and all of the Chinese people in San Francisco are like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Oh, that's yeah. That's weird.
Yeah. So
What show is this? Warriors?
Warriors.
I think it's on Max too, isn't it? I think it's
Yeah.
on HBO. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's an Asian TV show, so it has the camera can't see you, Jeff.
Oh,
You look stupid as hell.
I'm just hanging out.
Um,
So this lady's like, no, you're gross.
you're gross.
Let's-
And then he's like, okay, well then let's go back to the poem reading.
Oh, okay.
So
Sure,
she
forget I
goes
said
and
that.
she goes and reads the poem. He goes
She's a
and
pretty nice lady, to be honest.
Yeah, she was very nice.
Yeah.
She reads the poem. He goes, grabs the gun, points it at her, shoots her in the back of the neck.
Mhm.
She's dead.
Dude,
And
the fun begins.
yeah, exactly. He was like, "Here we go. It's time to chomp." And he tries to take a bite out of her ass, and he's like, "Oh, this is way tougher than I thought."
Yeah,
it
it's
was gonna
all
be."
muscle.
Oh my god.
Well, it's all fat, but either way, it's like you can't.
Asses?
Like skin's tough to.
No, but butts are all fat.
Are they?
Yeah.
I thought butts were all muscle.
No, butts are all fat.
Mine's all muscle.
Yeah, ours are all muscle. You got a fat butt.
Well, you don't
Wilfred.
have any butt.
Dude, it's all
It's all muscle,
It's
that's
all
why.
muscle.
Yeah,
I have
we're
no
straight
butt
muscle.
Fat. Yeah.
Wilfred with his big old fat butt.
Sorry, I got a thick booty.
Yeah, when you get up from that chair, I'm gonna sniff and lick.
Nom nom.
So he shoots her in the neck. She's dead. He can't eat her butt, so he goes and grabs a knife. He only has like a fruit knife in his apartment.
There's no such. What is a fruit knife?
I don't know.
It's
That's
a paring knife. There. That's what we're okay.
Fruit
knife.
Gary,
Sorry,
you're high out of your mind.
I am.
Okay.
He's not out of his mind. He's with it. Gary, what day is it?
It's Monday.
See?
So the knife wasn't sharp enough to get to like cut through her ass.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes and buys a butcher knife, and then brings it back.
Mm-hmm.
Starts cutting her up. First thing that he just wants to eat a piece of her ass, and he's just
Guy's obsessed with eating this ass.
I know. So he is like didn't realize that it's all fat. So it's like all this fat that he has to cut through, and then he pulled out a piece of the muscle underneath the fat, and he ate it right there, and he said it melted in his mouth like a fresh piece of tuna.
Oh.
That's a good description, though.
Yeah. Also, to no one's surprise, he had sex with the body.
Sure.
Like a few times.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
come on.
Yeah, as we all do
But what was
before we start our meal.
yeah, you got to work up an appetite.
Yeah. You gotta bang your burger.
Stick your dick in there. Oh man.
And then so he would even like bring her body into bed with him, and then they would sleep. He would sleep with the corpse.
Oh wow. So he kept the body around for a while.
3 days. Yeah.
Gary hated that.
That was gross, dude.
Do you think when he slept with her in the bed, and he would just like take little nibble bites?
Oh yeah.
Do you think he did both at the same time? Just like as he's banging the dead, he's taking bites too?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like
So-
that episode of Seinfeld with the sandwiches and sex?
The one with George.
Yeah.
So he would he didn't eat the whole body
Yeah, it's a
because
lot.
it's a lot to eat.
Yeah.
Bigger than he was.
He did he ate her ass, her breasts,
Oh God!
and her nose for some
Her
reason.
nose? That's all tendons and stuff.
I don't know.
It's like sea-sig.
So it sounds like he just ate the parts he like was attracted to. Maybe.
Yeah, and when he ate her, he tried to bake one of her tits.
That's gross. All the wild stuff I've been saying, I don't like that.
That's where you draw the line.
Yeah, that one didn't sit right with me. Banging crap and all that stuff was fine, but I don't like this part.
Just one titty in the oven.
Yeah, that's I don't
no
like that.
good, dude.
Yeah,
That is a weird image to have.
that's a bummer.
But he didn't like it.
Oh, okay.
It didn't come out.
Yeah, it didn't come out right.
It didn't come out that well.
Good. Glad it was ruined.
So 3 days is up, right? He chops her up into pieces and then puts what he can into his freezer, but it's a small freezer. It's also, we're talking about summer in France in 1980.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a pretty humid situation.
Yeah.
So he chops her up and then puts the rest of her body into suitcases, and into 2 suitcases.
Mm-hmm.
He calls a cab, and then he has the cab drive him to this huge park. It's like their version of Central Park.
Oh, okay.
And he goes down with the bags, and he's an 84-pound guy, and he's lugging these huge bags. And the taxi driver asks him, like,
Do you need help?
he helps him put the bags in his trunk, and he says, the joke, "What do you got, a dead body in here?"
That's pretty fun.
and then he's just like,
Yeah. Starts farting a lot.
yeah.
Your farts smell like person. Whoa.
The cab brings him to the park, and he's lugging around these 2 big bags, and everyone notices this like tiny Asian dude lugging around these huge bags.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, this is a goofy picture. At some point, he like just needs to take a break,
Mm-hmm.
so he like leaves the bag in these bushes that he maybe came in.
Not the bushes.
Oh no, the
Not
bushes are
bushes
back,
again,
Gary.
dude.
Oh, we all have our lines.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh man.
So he puts the bag in the bushes, and then he like goes and just like enjoys the sunset.
right.
This guy's the weirdest cannibalist.
Yeah, but he knows how to live in the now.
He does. He does.
And then a couple finds the bags.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you would open a suitcase, but one of the guys opens a suitcase. You know.
Well, I mean, it probably
Hijinks ensues.
smelled or something. You're like, what the hell is in here?
Oh yeah. It's
I don't.
probably
I
start
just. I
decomposing
would
after 3
not
days.
open a suitcase.
I mean, if it reeks, I don't know. Some people are very just like, what if there's some dead body in here? It
There
probably
was-
smell like a dead body.
I was on the train the other day, and there was just a bag on a chair, and no one was addressing it. And I was like, "This is the type of thing where you're supposed to report it."
Oh, if you see something, say something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this could be a bomb. And I went through that whole process. Like, all right, this could be a bomb. I could die on the L train.
What
And
kind of bag was it?
It was a duffel bag.
Oh, that's definitely scary.
Yeah, duffel bags. Yeah.
But then the
they could have also been filled with money.
yeah, but the homeless guy that owned it came back.
Okay.
Like 2 stops later.
Oh, yeah, that's not enough time for you to actually do anything. That's fine.
But either way, I would not have gone through the bag.
Yeah, I wouldn't have touched it. That's
No.
crazy.
None of us. There was like 30 people in this car. None of us were addressing.
I think
the bag.
eventually it would get touched.
Yeah.
Some idiot.
Okay, so the guy, this couple finds the bag and they're yelling out murder, murder, murder.
Mhm.
And eventually, everyone, stories come together because everyone at the park saw him. The cab driver, was like, "Oh yeah, there was this really heavy,
Bag.
these heavy bags."
I made this joke.
So he gets arrested. He admits to trying to eat her, and he's put on trial in France.
Oh, okay.
On trial, the judge deems that he is legally insane, and he is put indefinitely into a mental institution.
Oh, okay. Getting arrested in France probably not that bad.
Yeah,
I saw one of
Well-
their I saw one of the YouTube videos of their inside of a French prison. It's nice.
really.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's
They got their own kitchen and everything.
shut
each
up.
each
Kitchen?
Yeah.
prison,
It's very tiny. But
like
they got,
each cell.
yeah, they got their own little kitchen, little bath, little,
Did you still have to shit like right in front of your buddy?
Yeah, I think it's your own place.
Oh.
What?
It's like it's like probably the size of this room, but it's like a little mini kitchen, little mini toilet, little bed.
That's crazy. I almost lived in an apartment like that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. French prisoners, that's how they are.
and I would have paid $1,000 a month if I had taken
And
it.
they're getting it for free. And they probably get to eat some butt.
Yeah. So he's deemed mentally unstable or whatever. He's put into an institution. Eventually, there's something where he ends up going back to Japan. I think his dad, who's super rich, remember, gets like these crazy good lawyers,
Okay.
and then they get him to come back to
extradite him or something.
yeah. But the thing is, he was deemed legally insane, so all of the court documents were sealed in
Okay.
France. So when he went back to Japan and he was tried again, there was no evidence that said that he did anything, because none of those documents made it to Japan.
Wait,
Oh.
was he being retried for that other crime? For that one woman?
He only killed one person, Gary.
Or wait. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so then he goes to Japan and they try him for that murder as well.
Yes.
The
Japan
same
does
murder-
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Japan's like, now we're gonna do it.
But they're like, it's like there's nothing that they can do, because none of the documents came from France to Japan.
Okay.
So now this guy just lives in Japan.
Free.
Yes, goes back to Kobe, and he is living free. He can't get a job because he became a pseudo celebrity.
Yeah, everyone knows who he is.
Everyone
at this
knows
point.
who he is. There's a book written about him that sold 200,000 copies in Japan.
Oh, okay.
And so he would try to just string together gigs. He became a let's see. He wrote a book. He wrote wrote a comic book. He became a food critic.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Who gave him that idea?
I mean, it's whoever it was.
They're
That's
like,
genius.
That's
dude.
hilarious.
Yeah.
You should be a food critic, my man.
And then he also did porn a couple times.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. And and in the porn, like I saw one. I didn't see the actual porn, but after they had sex, he told the girl who he was,
Uh-huh.
and she just felt awful.
Oh, she just banged the cannibal guy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
They
Yeah.
waited. That. Oh wow. That's.
And was there anything about the woman's family back home? Were they like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So
This
name-
guy ate my sister, and now he's making pornos.
yeah. So they just. I don't know what happened with the family. They just probably weren't happy. That's all I know.
That's all they
dead.
got.
None of the info about her family came out. There
was
I
no
don't
like
even-
lawsuits or nothing they
I
could
don't
do.
even know this girl's last name.
Oh shit. And
Yeah,
this is
she
all from
really
the
gets
Vice
no
doc?
mention.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I'm sure other podcasts know her last name. I just didn't write it down.
You tell the story. I'm gonna look it up right now.
So,
Victims deserve respect.
I mean, that's most of the story. In the end, he there was a while where he was like still living off his father's dime, and he would like take these like tall like German European women on trips, but he wouldn't have sex with them or anything because no one wanted to have sex with this guy.
Wait, is this before or after he's become a
This is
celebrity?
after.
Okay.
After.
Oh, that's wow.
And then in the end, he his parents died, and none of the money went to him. He actually wasn't even allowed to go to their funeral.
Oh really?
Oh, he brought
Yeah.
dishonor onto his family, so
Yeah.
we don't want any.
Yeah, they
party.
probably were like, yeah, why didn't you kill yourself?
Yeah.
A lot of this just says Dutch female.
right.
What the hell?
If you look at Issei Sagawa, if you look at his Wikipedia, it'll say her name.
Oh, okay.
But for the end of his life, he lived on welfare. He was in public housing.
Here we go. I found it. Renee Hartvelt.
Yeah.
Hartvelt.
In 2013, he was hospitalized because of a stroke. And he lived alone and needed daily assistance, and he would get it from his brother or like a nurse. And he eventually died in 2022.
Oh,
Not
just
too
a couple
long.
years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he was just free for this entire time. Nothing.
The whole time.
And he never ate anybody else or did anything.
No.
He's got out of his system.
Yeah, he got it. Yeah, he got out of his system, and then he was set free, and he was fine, I guess.
Came to his senses.
Yeah. I think if he had ate that dead actress, we would have all been. We wouldn't have talked about him at all.
That's so strange that he like killed and ate somebody, and he just did it once. That
Yeah.
seems like such a I can't stop thing to do.
I think he always wanted to do it again, or he always wanted to have sex with European women, but he didn't. He never did it again. He never did the eating the person again.
Huh.
Also, the entire thing was traumatizing for him. So he shoots her.
Poor
right?
guy.
He shoots her, and when he kills Renee,
Uh-huh.
he faints. He faints, and then he's like out for I don't know how long, and then eventually he comes to, and he's like, "Oh yeah, now it's dinner time."
Oh,
He's
So-
hungry.
yeah.
He's-
That's a picture of him. He looks like a creep.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a weird looking dude.
Oh yeah, he's got a turtleneck on. And,
he has bad teeth too.
oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Malnourished.
So yeah,
Wow.
how do you feel about that, Gary?
Yeah. How do you think? What do you think about that, Gary? This is a real.
As an Asian, how do you feel about that?
As an Asian, I feel like.
Do you feel like him being a little tiny Asian man had anything to do with this?
Oh, definitely. He definitely had some Napoleonic complex where he's like, "Hey, I want to eat a woman." It's always a tall white woman that he wants to get with, white European woman, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking crazy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's like you. It's a dark-haired woman with a thick booty.
Yeah, but I don't want to eat. Well, I mean,
Gary.
I mean, in a metaphor, but not metaphorically,
You would
but
eat the booty?
I'd eat the booty, but not.
You're such
Kill
a
the booty.
sick person.
So
I'm the next. No.
the Japanese cannibal.
Yeah.
All right. All right. And then over here on my side of the couch, we got the old Midwest cannibal,
Yeah, Dahmer.
Dahmer.
Yeah. You know, I
Twofer.
don't think they can see you
At all?
sitting like that at all.
They can see me sitting like this when I'm hiding.
Oh yeah,
I can see it.
you're hiding your wood.
Yeah, I'm hard from this story.
You should just put a pillow on your crotch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gary, don't put a pillow on my crotch. Put a wig on.
put a wig on and get rid of the boner.
Yeah, get rid of this boner for me, bud.
Or I don't need a wig. I can just put my hair down.
Oh yeah, it's true. You do
It's
have the,
long,
yeah, you do have the
long hair.
knot. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Gary's gonna go suck Jeff's dick. Before we do that, thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that shit. We're on Apple and Spotify and YouTube. Subscribe to all that shit because it really helps. You can even just press play on the podcast and then walk out the
some
room.
views.
I'm totally fine with that.
Jeez Louise. Speaking of cuck Asian men.
On YouTube, it's just look up Wilfred Padua, my name. It's under my YouTube channel.
It's all on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, because I've got some followers already. So
Really? How many subs you got?
912. Something like that.
Whoa! Someone's inching towards 1,000.
Yeah, and once we get to 1,000, we can start making a little bit of YouTube ad money.
Then
So
we're
we'll be
coming for
making-
the.
We'll be making like $6 a year.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
We're
nice.
coming for you, Fong Brothers,
Yeah.
Hot Pot Brothers.
Hot Pot Brothers. Yeah.
Hot Pot Boys, Fung Brothers. There we go.
So yeah, we need to be the leading Asian podcast.
Yeah.
We need to get those guys out of here. All right.
Are we going to talk about contemporary stuff?
We do.
Yeah.
We talked about Shane Gillis, you dumbass.
We did.
Maybe we
Don't yell at Gary like that.
Well, Gary showed up high as hell,
Yeah.
and he ruined this episode.
This was not, this was.
I thought he did a great job.
Oh, he did a great job.
Uh-huh.
Tell me
Thank
one
you,
thing
Jeff.
he said.
Remember that thing where he went the bushes?
That's going to be the clip.
That was pretty good.
All right. Gary, go ahead. What do you got to plug?
I think I have a show this week. Well, Beauty Bar's back. Or, excuse me, Secret Sauce is back after a 2-week hiatus. So please come to that this Sunday and every Sunday.
Yep, and I'm always at New York Jeffrey.